starting five for your home team. The big man at 7 feet, number 5, Mark Williams. At the power forward position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 25, PJ Washington. At the other forward position, 6 foot 9 inches, number 4, Brandon Miller. Coming and shooting guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 3, Ted Rozier. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 1, LaMelo Ball.
And thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying your Friday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves: 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Then there's McDaniels, then it's Conley, and it's McLaughlin in at the 2. And for the Hornets, all out there with Terry Rozier. Then there's PJ Washington. Then it's Miller, and it's Williams at the center. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Now here's Conley. And there's the drive. The rebound by Washington. And it's Miller in the corner. Shoots over McDaniel. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now here's Towns. Now McDaniels. This game he had 10 points, and the shot goes in.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the score by Charlotte. And Ball comes to help. Conley with a wide open look from outside off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the middle, the 11-footer, and there's another one for the Hornets.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Conley following the bucket by the Hornets. Shoots a 3. Rebound by Williams. Hornets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, we were able to talk with Steve Clifford. He's looking for his guys to put up a terrific performance tonight, especially at the defensive end. He said, we want to use our length and athleticism to protect the rim and make it hard for shooters to get clean looks. This is the first meeting of the season between these two. Guys, we'll see how it comes out.
Appreciate it, D.A. They'll be trying to lock it down defensively. Guys, what do you think?
If you want to avoid a run-and-gun type of situation, this is the approach you need to take.
Well, they know they can score in the half court as well. That's your trouble defensively. If you want to take something away, you have to give up something else.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Conley against Ball. Towns for 3. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Charlotte leading by 6. There's the triple. Hits the three-point bomb. Ball's got 5.
LaMelo Ball able off the dribble to get into that jumper so fluidly there.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
Timeout call for Minnesota. Start making some noise if you want a free t-shirt. I can hear you. And please give us a round of applause for your champ team.
Some changes here for the Hornets. Jalen Smith comes in for Williams. And it's Buddy Hield in for Rozier. Minnesota also making some changes. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. Timberwolves trail by 9. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. LaMelo Ball picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
Going to the line, shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Yeah, especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
Morris checked in for the Timberwolves. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes.
Ball, the pass to Hield. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a 10-point game. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Washington kicks to Smith. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ball's got 8.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
1:11 left to play in the first quarter.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Well, if the defense gives them that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Count that bucket. 10 points for him.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
On the pass to Alexander Walker. Offline with his 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Hield from outside. Sinks the triple. Hield's got his second basket of the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Minnesota calls timeout.
You're high. Cross.
Charlotte making some changes. Cody Martin, he's checked in for Miller. And Smith's subbed in for Ball. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Miller's checked in for Towns. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Miller outside to end the run, and the layup is up and in.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Hornets leading by 16. Smith dishes to Heel. Off target with his three. And here is Prince. Miller, that's for two. And so it's Charlotte in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Please give a big round of applause.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Hornets.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Charlotte's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Gobert. McDaniels is out there with Miller. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Timberwolves trail by 19. Alexander Walker passes to McLaughlin. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Alexander Walker
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Gobert can't hit.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Pass to Williams. Basket, good. Williams has got his first points of the game.
Well, this guy has made giant strides in his playmaking. Nice setup by Buddy Hield right there.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's off from three-point range. Charlotte leading by 22. It's Martin on the wing. From the arc. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Down low. Here's McLaughlin.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Smith with it, coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. And it's Martin missing.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now, here is Smith. Smith, the pass to Smith. Lets the three fly. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Charlotte, their last game, a win against the 76ers. Miller inside, covered by Smith. Miller, no luck. Charlotte's going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. Martin finds Smith. And another three for Charlotte.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Offense has become a focal point in the NBA. We know that. And Doris, is there a place still in this league for defensive specialists?
Undoubtedly, Kevin. Look no further than the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Gary Payton II played that role to a hilt. He made the difference between winning and losing when it mattered most. Elite perimeter defense is always in demand.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Washington's checked in for Williams. Miller comes in for Buddy Hield. Rozier, he's checked in for Cody Martin. And Ball subbed in for Smith. Now, here's Ball. He definitely had a good game in their win against the 76ers. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter.
And after winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball was even better his sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game.
Now, here's Washington. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Over in the corner, Conley. Poked away. The kick out to Anderson. Offensive rebound, Towns. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Two things there, guys, to get to that offensive rebound put back by Karl Anthony Towns. Instincts and positioning, both in play.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has always had a burden on his shoulders offensively, and he has the skill set to be able to handle it gracefully.
Ball, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Conley's shot is off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Conley with it. Now Smith defending. Stolen by Ball. Smith kicks to Ball. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. From deep Washington. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
So as we conclude the first half, so far, fairly one-sided. It's Charlotte just dominating this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Karl, they made a run there at the end. How did that happen?
We didn't do a good job closing the half. We got to contain them from not making shots. We just got to do a better job.
We'll see if he can do that. Thanks, Carl. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Halftime is here, and what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front. Players on the move. Hey, Shaqstradamus, how is this trade going to play out?
Let me look into my crystal ball. Shaqstradamus, he hoo-ha, Stradamus, hoo-he-sha. It said ask again later, Ernie.
Where'd you get that crystal ball? The flea market?
Shaqstradamus does not reveal his sources. Shaqstradamus, hoo-he-sha.
As if sources for Shaqstradamus even exist. And circling back to this first half, fellas, a decisive advantage for the Hornets.
They're clearly beating them in transition. It's been all fast breaks. And hey, that's how this roster was built.
Every team tries to establish an identity. Theirs is catch me if you can.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Washington out there with Williams. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Miller, and it's Ball in at the point. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Has to go Bear. Here's Towns. Miller grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
To the wing right side. And here's Washington outside. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Minnesota with the ball after Charlotte getting the three. And now Miller running the floor all by himself. It's good. Miller's got 8 points.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
And a minute played as the second half gets going.
And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple years. Here's a guy who was just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
And just miss after miss right now.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Here's Rozier, and the layup's good off the glass. And the numbers of Terry Rozier, as you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit, Greg.
Scary Terry's three-point shooting is way up, and that helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker.
Yep, that one goes. And 7 points in the game.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Here's Ball, and he drives in. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Timberwolves have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Outside Conley. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Washington's got 5 rebounds tonight on the wing. Miller. This one for 3, and another 3 for Charlotte.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The tray. Conley's shot is off.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Williams gets the bucket.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Conley with the three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Washington passes to Williams. And it's the Hornets, another three.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Gobert following the three by Charlotte. Here's McDaniels. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Fields checked in for the Hornets. Cody Martin comes in for Terry Rozier. Miller's checked in for Minnesota. Alexander Walker comes in for Michael Conley. Gobert the screen. McDaniels. Williams with the block. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Hornets. Jalen Smith comes in for Miller. And it's Maledon in for Ball. And then for Minnesota, Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. And Moore subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Anderson's shot is off.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? .104 left in the third. Pass to Williams. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. With the pause in the action, let's bring you the list of teams that have been lighting it up over the last 10 games.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
To the paint. Out to Miller. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Martin with the bucket. The Timberwolves shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Here's Alexander Walker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Martin the pass to Maledon. Jacks up a three. And another three for Charlotte. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Prince outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Charlotte running away with it. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Taurean Prince is out there with Miller. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Moore in at the 2 guard.
Well, we're talking 6'11", 240-plus pounds. If Karl Anthony Towns carves out space in the paint, good night.
He rifled that one in from distance.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Paladon passes to Smith. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
The pass to Towns. We played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Passes it to Paladon. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire 4th quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the Hornets.
The Hornets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And another 3 for Charlotte.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Now, here is Miller, and Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds, last touch by Jones. Miller's checked in for the Hornets.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Towns. Hits it from 3-point range. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
This is what your offense is designed to do. Get Karl Anthony Towns something in rhythm.
Here's Thor. And it's the Hornets another 3.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
So it's Minnesota now. Miller surveying the floor. Another shot, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late, and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. McLaughlin's checked in. Thor, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Miller with the ball. Jones covering. Here's Towns. The Hornets pull it in. Here's Charlotte now. They're on an 18-7 run. Pass to Thor. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
There's 1:54 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, there's a level of assertiveness and aggressiveness that Karl Anthony Towns is bringing to the game right now, sending a very distinct message to the defense. You better sharpen up.
And so here's Charlotte after the basket by Minnesota. Smith, no good. And we all know that injuries are a part of the game, Doris, but it seems like for taller players, bigger players, there can be an additional challenge. Why is that?
Well, think about it, Kevin. If you're a 7-footer who maybe goes between 250 and 280 pounds, playing an 82-game grind with so little time for rest, and for healing. The modern game with all the movement that's required, that is particularly challenging for any big man of that size.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Charlotte.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LaMelo Ball.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Towns following the bucket by the Hornets. 7-second difference, shot in game clock. Smith for 3. They get it again. Jones laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
McLaughlin, the pass to Moore. Towns, the screen, looking to end the run, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, LaMelo Ball.